are finishing up section 8.2. We're going to solve this by using the quadratic formula. Our quadratic formula is x equals negative b, or the opposite of b, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all over 2 times a. Now we know that the coefficient in front of our x squared is our a, so in this case, because there's no number there, it's 1. Our b is the number in front of x, which is 7, and our c is the number that's by itself, negative 18. Make sure you bring the negative sign with it. When I plug those values into our quadratic formula, I get negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 7 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 18, all over 2 times 1. When I simplify that, I'm going to get x equals negative 7 plus or minus 7 squared is 49. Negative 4 times 1 times negative 18 gives me positive 72 all over 2. And more simplifying gives me square root of 121. Now let's simplify that some more to negative 7 plus or minus 11. The square root of 121 is 11. And now I can split it into its two answers. Negative 7 plus 11 gives me 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Negative 7 minus 11 is negative 18 divided by 2 is negative 9. Remember, when the discriminant is just this b squared minus 4ac, this is called the discriminant. And there's three things that can happen. If the discriminant is greater than 0, then we get 2 reals. If it's equal to 0, we get 1 real. And if it is less than 0, then we get 2 imaginary numbers, which it means there's no real numbers because they're both imaginary. Let's take a look at one more question. Let's do something that looks like 3x squared plus 11x plus 10 equals 0. Plugging it into the quadratic formula, it would look like x equals negative 11 plus or minus the square root negative 11 squared minus 4 times 3 times 10 all over 2 times 3. Doing some of that simplifying stuff, I get negative 11 plus or minus, I get 121 minus 120 all over 6. Simplifying that, I get negative 11 plus or minus the square root of 1, which is just 1 over 6. Let's simplify that into my two answers. Negative 11 plus 1 is negative 10. Negative 10 over 6 is the same as negative 5 over 3. Negative 11 minus 1 gives me negative 12 divided by 6 is negative 2. That's how the quadratic formula is going to work. Good luck.